All right, my dear friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing you daily horoscope for Monday, the 7th of December, 2020. We've got the moon moving through the middle degrees of Virgo. All right, we've got the sun and the middle degrees of Sagittarius, okay? And today the moon is going to square the sun, okay? And as the moon moves and progresses through the sign of Virgo at about midnight tonight Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. for my friends over in Los Angeles, or on that side of the country, and who knows, wherever you are in the world, you know, the moon's going to start to oppose Neptune. Okay, so the moon is going to square the nodes. Moon opposed Neptune, Neptune square the nodes as well. So that's how we're ending our night and starting our next day. Okay, so let me show you the chart real quick, and I'll break this all down to make it make sense to the best of my abilities. Okay, so early in the morning, like 6 a.m., the moon's going to square Mercury. Okay, moon progresses. I've got the chart pulled up to noon here. Okay, a little bit of square there. This is just saying getting focused. You know, that square is saying make sure we're staying focused and staying on point and being of service. Okay, now this moon being our emotional need to be of service to others, emotional need to be practical, to put ourselves out there, to be helpful to other people. Okay, creating this trine over here to Uranus, which is breakthrough. Okay, breakthroughs in the grounded traditional sign of Taurus. Okay, which means we might be having some breakthrough ideas at work or breakthrough ideas concerning work, breakthrough ideas in how we can make some money. Okay, and this is going to square the Sun and Mercury, which means it might square how other people might view this. Okay, again, we have the South Node up there in the sign of Sagittarius, which again, it's the radical kind of thinking that's going to be the breakthroughs. It's going to be the radical kind of thinking that's going to be the early bird that gets the worm as far as any sort of career or financial movements go. And on December 21st, which is just, you know, a couple weeks away here, Jupiter and Saturn conjunction at 0 degrees of Aquarius is going to highlight that even greater. You know, it's the radical ones that are really doing something different. And so this seed could be planted now. The seed could have been planted here at the first eclipse. And now that we're having the moon square the nodes at our halfway point, you know, as the day continues, it's really kind of tomorrow morning. But either way, today's a huge progression to that. Okay, so what today is all about is about getting focused. Okay, so we have our mental, Mercury mental, and the sun, the hero to our story, our ego, self-expression, showing up again in the place of philosophy of a gathered group, gathered individuals to bring this information together. Okay, and we've had this breakthrough, radical thinking. Going in our own direction, seeking our own truth, North Node. You know, we just had this lunar eclipse, getting us ready for this new solar eclipse that's coming up here. So now the moon's squaring the nodes, the moon is squaring the sun, squaring Mercury, and it's saying, I need to be focused, there's things I need to do to be of service. This is like one of the best days of like vision board. You know, if on this Monday you can get together your vision board, or even start here on Sunday night, depending on what time you're watching this, to get focused, to make the list of what we're trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish this next time, this next run, term, whatever it may be, this next cycle. Okay, this next year, as we're ending 2020 and moving into a very prosperous 2021. All right, 2021 is going to have its challenges just in and of itself. You know, this has been the tidal wave. We get the aftershock in 2021, right? Whole other ballpark. Either way, so it's a day of preparation. It's a day of getting focused on what we need to do. And we might have a little bit of mental turbulence or tug of war saying, will this really work? Is this going against the grain? And you just have to follow your own gut, follow your own instincts here. And what's great, because again, as the day moves and the moon starts to oppose. Let me come back there for a quick second, because there's something else I want to say about the moon at noontime. Excuse me. The moon at noon. With this trine here to Uranus and the square to Mercury and the sun as that picks up. You also hear this, you see this little sesqui-square to Saturn and Jupiter. And the way that I'm kind of seeing that is like, it doesn't matter what structure the world has created previously. we can reinvent the wheel. And as long as we stay focused on what work we're trying to create, because there's going to be a lot of other people that we want to connect with, we need to connect with in business, to sometimes create something to manifestation. If we're trying to reinvent the wheel, this energy can kind of be like, well, the people that you're sharing this idea with might not see how big and grand it is, and might make it small, or think less of it than seeing your dream and whatnot. And so this is also kind of this energy of like, it doesn't matter, this reinvention of the wheel, or it doesn't matter what the world has already created, as long as you're just staying focused on what you're bringing to the table. It's your own kind of breakthrough exists. You know what I mean? And then as the moon picks up and continues, now it's a perfect square right there at 7 p.m. Okay, now we're really starting to do this opposition here to Neptune, home in Pisces. All right, as the day progresses. All right, let me go back there. So we're at about 11 p.m. Okay, is that opposition here. And the thing I like about this and this square, this grand square that's happening, it's all about being focused. And it's saying like, look, we have these dreams, something that is limitless potential, still creating this connection here to Venus. Okay. How deep is our love? How passionate can we be? How passionate can we be? There's no measurement to this passion. There's no measurement to what drives us forward. Okay, trying to obtain or to live in harmoniously with this dream that we hold. Okay, and this dream is limitless. And this is saying, look, we can bring this into physical manifestation now. Okay, and do we want to be here with the old? And this is really what the beauty of the eclipse that's coming up is. Do we want to be here with this old thinking? Do we want to be here with this old mentality? Or do we want to go toward this new, right? New information, new opportunities. New opportunities equal new outcomes. New outcomes are new, emotional reactions and experiences, and new synapses fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's this, where our grand kite was pointing us the other day. It's the North Node energy. Okay, so when we're staying focused on what we want to bring from the non-physical into the physical, and that's kind of what I like about Pisces too, is the two fish, right? One fish is up, this is the spiritual world, as the other fish down, almost that yin-yang kind of thing. It's like the spiritual aspects of the physical world, right? It's like not of this world, but it is of this world. Okay, how big can we dream? How what kind of a lifestyle are we trying to achieve, right? And how joyful can we be, even in circumstances which are tough, which is this lesson that Jupiter is giving us this final couple weeks here in Capricorn. How abundant can we live when we're down to our last grain of rice, right? So it's getting focused, staying focused, leaning toward, letting go of that old stuff into the new. All right, great way to start this week. As always, my friends, thank you for hanging out with me. I love you. Wish you enough. We'll see you tomorrow.